get to Ben Shabibo. Men should protect
because
women.
one of the things that's happened is that traditional masculinity, the idea that it is a man's job to protect.
This is just another Andrew Tate type fucking commentary, but this time delivered by a fucking nerd. Let's take a look at what Ben Shabibo had to say about how men should protect women. It's like, bro, who are you protecting, first of all? How are you protecting women? Your wife is taller than you, Ben. Why do you act like you're a beacon of masculinity? Why do you create such rigid gender norms that you yourself cannot even abide by? Why? Do you believe falsely that if you fucking advocate for such things that people will maybe see you as a beacon of masculinity? Is that what you think?
It is a man's job to protect women. This is one of our jobs as human beings, as men, to protect women. The feminist movement doesn't like that. Well, then you can't blame us for not protecting women if you don't want us to protect women. Like, I want to protect women. I think men should protect women. I think one of the...
Wait, what? Then you can't blame us if you don't? What the fuck? Holy shit, that was an incredibly long fucking link. What happened? Fossabot timed you out.
The reasons God put man on earth is to protect women. Okay, well, then it is incumbent on me to protect women. But if you're telling me that I can't even open a door for a woman because this is somehow an offense to her...
This is not a real problem. Like, in my life, okay, this is such a old school, like, 2014, 2015, 2016 era argument that, like, oh, women don't even want you opening doors for them anymore. It's like, dude, that's not real. That's not real. No one is fucking doing that, okay? Like, that's the BuzzFeed era, man. It's long gone. That's not a thing, okay? Holy shit. Oh, man, they don't even want us opening the door for women. It's like, dude, no, that's being a polite person, okay? Holding the door for someone, okay, man or woman, is what polite people do, okay? That's it. And anybody that fucking yells at you for that is ridiculous. Why are you talking about this like it's a big fucking deal when if you want to protect women, protect their right to get fucking medical procedures, man? Like, you literally have done so much agitated propaganda to deny women the medical procedure that is safe and secure, an abortion, okay? To deny women the right and the medical freedom to make decisions about their own fucking bodies for some goddamn religious purpose, and then you fucking turn around and you're like, aha, the real issue is when I try to hold the door for women. It's like, no, motherfucker. Are you holding the door for them to walk into an abortion clinic? Because that's the only time you're actually protecting women. Jesus Christ. The real feminism story that people don't want you to know, the leftists don't want you to understand. Oh God, I can't wait. He's gonna fucking mishmash like third wave feminism with like current narratives and say how it goes against current generation feminism. That's what he's gonna say. Okay, radiologists conducting abortions is malpractice. What? How secure? What are you referencing here? Is this what happened? Like, hey, you know how you could avoid a radiologist fucking performing abortions? By making it easier for OBGYNs to perform abortions, okay? Without any sort of fucking additional scrutiny, without criminalizing abortions. So there you go. And this person said, Hassan, you're such a liberal, chill out or whatever, but, suck me.
It's hard to look at the world.
Oh, sorry. Let's get back to this.
I can't even open a door for a woman because this is somehow an offense to her honor. And that if I say that it's man's job to protect women, that this is somehow reinforcing gender stereotypes, then don't come whining to me when bad stuff happens. Because the answer to bad behavior is good behavior.
Don't come whining to me. No, absolutely zero people are coming and whining to you about not being able to offer adequate protection to women. No one thinks that you are capable of protecting women or you have any interest in protecting women. Everyone knows what the fuck you are, Ben. Everybody knows. You are falling off on your hog reading game in that video. He will 100% talk about how early abortion clinics were made by eugenicists, white women or something. Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
The answer to vice is virtue. The answer to vice isn't just yelling and hashtagging crap.
Let's talk about Ben Shapiro again. There's no constitutional right for two men or two women to marry one another. The founders would have died laughing. There's no moral right to government approval for whatever sexual relationships you form. That doesn't mean a legal bar. That doesn't mean a legal bar to such activity. It's like, Dude, what the fuck are you saying? What do you mean there's no constitutional right for two men or two women to marry one another? Who gives a fuck? Like, this is such a fucking idiotic and also cowardly way. It is such an idiotic and cowardly fucking way to say what you really mean, right? And what Ben really means is like, yeah, I don't want gay men and gay women to be able to fucking marry each other. Americans, no, he's saying that Americans who are LGBTQ don't have a right to marriage because in his mind it somehow isn't useful for society. Like, libertarian Andy over here, dude. That's awesome. There's no constitutional right to breathing. The founders would have died laughing at black people being considered human. Yeah, exactly. No state shall deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection under the laws. 14th Amendment ratified nearly a century after the founding of the United States. Yeah, except, you know, Ben doesn't agree with that, so it doesn't matter. Fuck, man. Then there's no constitutional right to straight marriage either. Then we should stop supporting that shit then too. No, it's just a cowardly way of trying to fucking justify his ultimate goal, which is to stop gay people from existing. But a secondary goal, or the short goal that he will concede to in this moment, is you know, stopping gay people from marrying publicly again. These guys have bold ideas, okay? These guys have bold fucking ideas. And they will do everything they can to get them. They will do everything they can to achieve their ultimate goals. Okay? They will do everything and anything they can. They will hide the truth. They will act like they're not as radical. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, they are just trying to slowly but surely take your fucking rights away. All right? That's it. And anyone that doesn't recognize that, or anyone that advocates against that, is a silly bitch, okay? So let's hear what the real history of feminism that leftists don't want you to understand from Ben Shapiro. I don't even know if I want to watch this, to be honest. Like, I kind of want to see all the other shit that he had going. Biden has COVID, one of the bravest voices in music industry. Who the fuck is this? John Rich? Just play the character. Wasn't there like a short video, like a 4-minute video that Weeby wanted me to watch about him? Watch the birthday video. Man, I'm not going to watch it right now. I'll watch it after, when we get back to like lighter content, okay? I'm doing commentary. I'm covering the news. I'm not going to like stop in the middle of that and fucking watch another birthday video, all right? I'm sorry. JD Vance goes to Israel. Incredible walk around Jerusalem, the eternal capital of Israel, and trace the footsteps of Christ today. This guy doesn't give a shit about any of this stuff. It's so stupid. And Ben is on the side of these guys. How long until he is purged? Doug Mastriano's consultant and Gab CEO. Jewish conservatives like Ben Shapiro aren't welcome in our movement. Oh, I'm so shocked that the guy who's most notable for creating the Nazi fucking website, who is now consulting Doug Mastriano, a person that the Democrats are also, betting on right now at this point. Oh, which train wreck will they choose?
So Democrats are...
One that you wanted me to watch, but I don't know if we should. Yeah, shocked. Shocked that the fucking Nazi guy that Doug Mastriano hired is saying Nazi shit. Okay. Let's watch.
Freaking out about 2024. And they should be freaking out about 2024. They are afraid that Donald Trump might rush back into the White House, or that Ron Death Santis is going to enter the White House. They're really afraid because Joe Biden is the crappiest president in modern American history, bar none.
You suck.
Democrats are finding that out right now. Joe Biden's about 36% approval rating. The Democrats are about to get absolutely shellacked in November. And so you're starting to see lots of articles from Politico and The Hill and The Washington Post, CNN reporting. A lot of Democrats very unhappy with the prospect of an actual dead person at the head of their ticket. They think they have a comms problem. Now, they don't actually have a comms problem. They have a policy problem. I mean, they have both. They have a comms problem and a policy problem.
Get your shit together!
But here is the bottom line. Many of them are starting to look. They're looking around the field. They're trying to figure out anybody to run in place of this senile person who can't seem to speak words properly out of his face hole. And
I can't watch this. I can't use these. I'm never watching a video like this again. I can't. I refuse. I refuse to watch videos where there's like these rapid cuts of memes and shit.
World today, not to be confused. Why are so many people in favor of abortion on demand all the way up till birth? Why are so many people believers that men can be women and women can be men? Why is any of this happening? The answer lies in the history of the feminist movement. This video is brought to you by Birch Gold. The term feminist has been used over time to mean a lot of different. So we begin with first wave feminism.
I was right. Yeah, he's going to talk about first wave feminism and then pin it at like. He's going to pin third wave feminism against like the contemporary feminist movements. No reason to watch this either. Fuck that. All right, let's get to inflation. So, a couple things I want to mention here. We are going to watch the John Oliver HBO video on inflation. From what I understand, some people are saying that this falls short of what is necessary to cover or tackle the subject matter. Part of that is because my man John Oliver is, of course, still a, social democrat capitalist. So clearly it's going to have some underlying, there's always going to be some shortcomings in his rhetoric, okay? There's going to be some lip takes. Specifically, one of the most common themes that you see in these sorts of videos, in what you hear, is the over-reliance, okay? Is the over-reliance on the Fed, okay? That's it. That is because their over-reliance on the Fed and raising interest rates is unfortunately a big shortcoming for a lot of liberals who like to cover this issue, all right? This is only one of many different ways of tackling inflation. One of the things I will also mention here is that Brandon himself, when he talks about how gas prices are lower now as a consequence of his arguments, that gas prices are lower now as a consequence of him bullying OPEC and him cutting deals with OPEC and him actually forcing the oil and gas industry to increase supply, is one of the ways that, inflation has been tackled at the very least on the gas or the oil and gas side. It's working. Gas prices are getting lower. How did that happen? Did that happen because, because the Fed? No. It happened because supply is increasing. Okay? So remember that. Can't, on the one hand, believe that, prices can go down without the fucking Fed. And then simultaneously say only the Fed can deal with this. Congress has tools, okay? Because ultimately, before you forget what this is, and before we tackle it with the capitalist dogma of the market conditions working on their own, as though we don't have corporate consolidation and price restriction or price leadership in the current almost monopolized capitalist marketplaces. You need to understand that inflation simply is just prices go up year over year. Okay, that's it. It's super simple. You look at how much eggs were, okay, last year, and then you look at how much eggs cost now. A certain number of a certain number of different things, and what the cost of said things go up. Okay, that's it. That's what inflation is. It's not like some. It's not like something entirely different than and entirely removed from market conditions or anything like that. And market conditions themselves, a basket of good is what they call it. Yes, market conditions themselves, of course, are susceptible to certain factors. One of the most important factors in America, or even worldwide, globally, is, of course, corporate consolidation. Kind of like the inflation at the top of the hour ad break, okay? At the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. That is unchanging, but it might actually increase. Now, who knows? Depending on what Amazon decides, because this is a contractual obligation for me, right? I have the capacity to negotiate with them. That's why I negotiated the top of the hour ad break to make sure that it's only 1 minute of ads at the top of every hour, okay? Now, there is a way that you can avoid those ads, though. Like Strange Mercy and J for Jimmy. Thank you for the gifting of 5 subs to the community. That's one way that you can, if you're lucky and get gifted a sub, you can avoid those top of the hour ad breaks. Or you can avoid those top of the hour ad breaks by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Okay, Twitch Prime is free as long as you have an Amazon Prime account connected to your Twitch account. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. But one thing I was going to mention. Okay, one thing I was going to mention is that corporate consolidation is a big reason as to why prices are fucking going up. It's the fact that you are capable of paying for higher prices, or that what corporations believe you're capable of paying for higher prices is one of the other reasons why prices are going up. Okay? There's also a lack of supply. Some of that is artificially kept that way. And some of that lack of supply is a consequence of COVID, or even Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and a multitude of different factors, but mostly COVID disrupting the supply chain pretty dramatically. Okay? So, yeah, that's really fucking dumb.